Can we all agree that this is one of the most embarrassing fucking things that we've ever watched? I have a message directly for Donald Trump, and I really hope he sees this. Honestly, everybody needs to try to do everything that they possibly can to make this go as viral as possible, so somehow he sees this video. There is genocide occurring all across the entire world, and somehow you seem to be focused on white farmers that aren't even from this country. The most contradicting fucking part about all of that, though, is that you have the audacity to call that shit a genocide, but yet you can't address any of the actual genocide that people don't believe is occurring in Gaza. You could have even talked about the Congo since you want to bring up shit happening in Africa, but yet you didn't. And then you allow them to resettle in the US as refugees? Is this shit a fucking joke? Why don't we bring up the problems that are occurring in our country that seem to have a lot of similarities to that of what happened to the white farmers? Shit, we could talk about sundown towns all fucking day. But yet that shit doesn't seem to ever be addressed. I wonder why. Then the fact that it's been reported that those murders that have occurred in South Africa, right, account for less than 1% of 27,000 annual murders nationwide. How does that equate to a genocide? At least 3,131 Palestinians have been killed and over 8,600 have been injured since the end of the 2-month ceasefire, which a special little group just so happened to violate, since March. And of course, that's not the first time. I wonder why. See, if people knew a little more about people like Jonathan Pollard, right, their eyes would really be open. Shit, if you want, go look into the Pegasus spyware for me real quick. All it takes is just a little bit of digging. But yet, here you are, allowing somebody else that you look up to and you idolize to form an opinion for you. You don't search for answers outside of that little box of comfortability that you can find yourself within inside of this infrastructural society that, let's be honest, doesn't really do anything for us to begin with. And of course, you'll have your average person that's like, oh, well, if you don't like it here, why don't you just move out of the country then? Dude, that is funny as fuck. I love when people say that shit.